Russia, the largest country on Earth, spanning 11 time zones and stretching halfway around the world. Its vast landmass is almost twice the size of the US and 2.5 times bigger than the whole of Europe. Each region is a world of its own. From deserts to semi-arid steppe, dense forests and Arctic tundra, Russia is a wide land of striking contrasts and home to some of the rarest species on Earth. Here, they carve out their survival in one of the world's last great wildernesses. Siberia, a desolate and frozen world, covering an expanse of 5.2 million square miles. Its vastness is unequaled, making up just over 75% of Russia and filling 1/12 of the planet's entire landmass. From icy coastal tundra in the Arctic Circle to treeless grass steppe in the south, Siberia is home to the oldest forests and the world's deepest lake. Known as the Sleeping Land, much of Siberia is encased in ice and snow for most of the year. Battling bitter temperatures of down to minus 90 degrees Fahrenheit during the long winters, its short, hot summers can bring a burst of blistering heat exceeding 100 degrees Fahrenheit. But these extremes in temperature are no barrier to life. Animals adapt to survive and thrive in this frozen land. This is Siberia, the frozen heart of Russia. Outside of the poles, the only place on Earth that is synonymous with extreme cold is Siberia. Winter here lives up to its reputation. It is not uncommon for snow to accumulate to depths well over 6 feet. But for some Siberian residents, these extreme conditions give them an advantage over others. Wolves are well adapted to life within Siberia. Their thick coats, keen hunting abilities, and willingness to work together ensure their survival. Numbering around 30,000, Russia holds the world's largest population of gray wolves. They are highly territorial and will fiercely defend their home ranges from neighboring wolf packs. Territories can cover over 600 square miles. That's twice the size of New York City. Howling assembles the pack and is a show of strength, warning off outsiders. A pack is at its heart a family. Its leaders are usually the parents, and most of its members, their offspring of various ages. Just as in a human family, the parents provide food and security. The success or failure of the pack falls to them. With superior vision and a sense of smell 100 times stronger than that of a human, a pack of wolves can detect prey almost 2 miles away. And they've picked up a scent. Traveling together, winter is when wolf packs are most visible. But a reindeer's sight and hearing are not well developed. Wolves can get extremely close without being spotted. Realizing they're in danger, the reindeer flee. When it comes to endurance, a reindeer and a wolf are evenly matched. But as a pack, the wolves have the advantage. By acting as a tag team and taking turns to lead the hunt, each plays his part and no wolf is left exhausted. Any reindeer too tired to keep up with the herd is an easy target. Separated from the rest of the herd, the reindeer never had a chance. A strict chain of command operates at mealtimes. Snarling and teeth-baring reinforces positions in the pack. The alphas have the richest pickings and are first to take their share. But in the end, all will take a turn at the table. In just one sitting, one wolf can consume 22 pounds of meat. Thanks to the skill of the pack, this family has meat to eat. The Siberian taiga stretches from the Ural Mountains in the west to the Pacific Ocean in the east. Everything that lives in these seemingly endless forests are close to the very limits of survival. Species that do not migrate or hibernate have to be well adapted to withstand the intense cold. Some of the world's most accomplished predators call these forests home. An expert in stealth, the Eurasian lynx stalks in silence. This secretive cat is the largest of the 4 lynx species, preferring dense forest cover to open ground. His broad, oversized paws enable him to easily maneuver over the deep snow. He relies on this element of surprise while hunting and uses it to take down prey up to 3 times his size. Siberian roe deer is his meal of choice, but with none in sight, a meal of any size will do. In the taiga forests of Siberia, a lynx is on the hunt. His eyes detect the smallest of movements. But good eyesight isn't always enough. The mountain hare's winter coat is an excellent defense against visual predators. If he remains still, it might just save his life. But the lynx has another super sense in his arsenal. The characteristic tufts of hair on his ears help him pick up sound vibrations, giving him an amplified sense of hearing. The slightest rustle, and the hare's cover is blown. Blending in with the forest surroundings, he edges closer. His legs, longer at the back than the front, make for the perfect pouncing mechanism. To survive the winter, this lynx will need to consume 2 to 4 pounds of meat every day. He will need to hunt again at dusk. The Siberian tundra, an isolated wilderness situated in northern Russia. In winter, piercing sub-zero temperatures can easily reach minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit, challenging even the planet's hardiest creatures. The biting wind chill on the tundra is so fierce, bare skin can freeze in 30 seconds. This ice desert is one of the coldest and driest places on Earth. Life here must adapt or perish. A herd of musk ox. Historically, these Ice Age relics were widespread across the Siberian tundra. Now, reintroduced populations occupy only small pockets of the Siberian Arctic. Covering as little as 1.5 miles each day to conserve maximum energy, these nomads slowly make their way across the frozen lands. Musk ox will move to the highest, often coldest tundra elevations in winter to avoid having to dig through deep snow to reach food underneath. Plummeting temperatures don't faze them. They are blizzard-proof. So well insulated that the snow doesn't melt, but instead settles on their long outer guard hairs. It's this calf's first taste of winter. At just a few months old, she now gets much of her food from the grasses, lichens, and moss of the tundra. But she still relies on her mum for warmth in the harshest of conditions. She will stay with her mother for the next 2 years and be protected by the whole herd. Cows do not calve every year, so she is precious. Slowly but surely in Siberia, muskox numbers are increasing. Winter in Siberia's forests lasts up to 6 months of the year, and even the trees are built to endure the deep freeze. Conifers have adapted to survive the long, cold winters and short summers of the taiga. Their needles contain very little sap, which helps prevent freezing. Their dark color and cone shape help them catch and absorb as much of the sun's light as possible. And they're slim, with flexible branches, which help them to cope with heavy snowfall. Some of the taiga's residents are supremely equipped to find even the most hidden sources of food. Great gray owls live here all year round, where they have a constant supply of prey to hunt. Just because mice and voles spend the winter under the snow doesn't mean they're out of danger. A great gray owl can hear small rodents moving 2 feet below the surface and up to 300 feet away. They have the ultimate amplifier. Formed by a ring of stiff feathers, its face acts like a satellite dish, drawing in sound. Deep under the snow, this vole is rustling. Here in the forest, the penalty for making even the smallest sound could be death. Its soft feathers with serrated edges means no sound gets in the way of the vole's transmission. This unwitting vole is an easy target to hit. During the winter, great gray owls need to catch around 7 voles a day to survive. It's the end of April, and the weather system called the Siberian High, responsible for intense cold conditions, is losing steam. Longer days and stronger sunshine are the first subtle signs that change is afoot. This is enough to trigger an urge in many species to leave the taiga and head north. For reindeer, the journey begins when the ground is still frozen solid. It's far easier to cross ice than waterlogged land. When they reach their summer grazing, the snow and ice will have disappeared from the Siberian tundra. In the taiga forest, The hint of a new season stirs other creatures into action too. It's early dawn, and black grouse begin to assemble at their lek. A lek is a battleground where males attempt to prove their worth by going head-to-head. April and May are the most important months of the year for these birds. This is when the females are in attendance and will choose their future partners. Bright red wattles above their eyes become engorged with blood and swollen, an indicator of testosterone levels for onlookers to admire. Air sacs in their necks, which enable the almost continuous bubbling vocalizations, can be heard almost 2.5 miles away. The battle begins. Fighting prowess is a sign of strength and good genes. Qualities a female hopes to acquire for this season's chicks. This male has proved his dominance. If he holds his position of power, this promiscuous bird will mate with the majority of female bystanders, but will play no part in raising his offspring. Days in the Siberian taiga get longer. The warmer weather has begun to entice residents out of hibernation. This bear has been hidden away for the last 5 months, conserving its energy, essential for its survival. During this extended nap, bears lower their heart rate and body temperature, but even so, they will still lose up to half of their weight. Bears are not fussy eaters. They'll eat almost anything, including grasses and fruits. During fall, their mission is to simply stockpile enough calories. But come spring, it's a different matter. Vegetation is scarce. So this bear will have to scavenge anything he can get. With an exceptional sense of smell, it's so acute he can detect an animal carcass from up to 20 miles away. The forest is full of carnivores, ready to seize a free meal. Ravens actively seek out carrion across vast distances. In a single sitting, this bear can eat up to 90 pounds. An individual raven can eat up to 4.5 pounds. A large flock could easily devour a reindeer. But this raven will have to sit this one out for now. Soon, the spring thaw will begin in earnest. The rising temperature is creating a surge of meltwater, which cascade into temporary streams and forms wetlands across frozen ground. As the ice retreats, a unique creature is unleashed. Siberian salamanders are perfectly adapted to living in areas where the lower layers of the soil are permanently frozen. They can withstand temperatures as low as -40 degrees Fahrenheit. This freeze tolerance is down to special compounds in the salamander's blood. A natural form of antifreeze prevents the salamander's cells from being damaged. They can survive frozen for years in the permafrost at depths of up to 46 feet. Once thawed out, they just move on. They use the short Siberian summer to breed, laying their precious egg sacs in wetlands and shallow pools, before returning to a sheltered rotten log and facing the prospect of a deep freeze all over again. The Siberian salamander is one of the only species on Earth that can survive these extremes in temperature. During the brief periods of warmth in spring and summer, there are new signs of life within these forests. Having made it through the winter, this great gray owl now has an even bigger responsibility. Fluffy and feisty, this chick has a clear view of its parents' hunting ground. Great grays are devoted parents. Taking it in turns, they spend all day feeding their young. For their chicks to survive, mothers will go hungry. This female will lose nearly a third of her body weight feeding her young. Hunting is a never-ending task. These parents will vigorously defend the nest and attack anything, including bears and lynx, should they get too close to their brood. Thanks to them, 2/3 of chicks survive until they're able to fly at 8 weeks old. The attentive parents will continue to feed and defend the chicks until the end of summer. But some offspring are ready to strike out on their own. This lone wolf has left his family in search of independence. For him, that's a pack to call his own and his own territory to lord over. But for now, he stays hidden. He's right to be cautious. Another wolf pack won't tolerate his presence. This wolf is on the run. Every one of his acute senses is tuned into his environment. A wild boar would make the perfect meal for a hungry wolf. But hunting is difficult without the strength and skill of a pack. Wild boars have immense power. making them extremely dangerous. This boar family could easily overpower a lone wolf. Silently, he retreats and goes back into hiding. For this wolf to thrive in these forests, he needs to find a mate. Lone wolves seldom draw attention to themselves, but this long drawn-out howl will hopefully attract an unattached female. And fortunately for him, it pays off. These two new self-proclaimed alphas will soon find territory of their own and bring cubs into the Siberian forest. High in the Siberian Arctic, 87 miles northeast of the mainland, lies Wrangel Island. Here, snow covers the tundra for 9 months of the year. And the first sign of summer is an early convoy of lesser snow geese arriving on the island in May. Most of the geese here spend their winters on the estuaries between British Columbia and Washington State, before making the 3,000-mile journey to Wrangel to breed. For the island's resident predators, who will soon have young of their own, June could be the start of a tasty and calorie-rich month. Having survived on a diet of lemmings all winter, goose eggs will provide some welcome variety for these Arctic foxes. But they won't have it all their own way. Snow geese parents put up a fierce resistance. Snapping beaks may be enough to deter some raids, but the Arctic fox is nothing if not persistent. On a good day, they can steal up to 40 eggs. Once out of the geese's range, the foxes will eat a few of the eggs. But they also plan ahead. They bury some of the eggs in the frozen soil in preparation for leaner times. Their very own DIY refrigerator. The sun beats down on Siberia. More and more of the tundra's vegetation is revealed, providing nutritious grazing for the reindeer and their calves. In the peak of the short Siberian summer, temperatures can reach 100 degrees Fahrenheit, making it no less deadly than in the depths of winter. The warming groundwater is the cue for a mass emergence. Millions of mosquitoes become airborne. Vast, menacing swarms fill the air, terrorizing the herds and making the tundra one of the most inhospitable places on the planet. The only way for the reindeer to find respite from the biting insects is to keep moving, making their way to higher ground and patches of snow. The summer season draws to a close, and once again, high pressure descends on Siberia. In less than 2 weeks, fall has swept through Siberia's taiga forests. The arrival of cooler temperatures is a signal for trees to begin storing nutrients in their roots in preparation for winter. When the sunlight wanes and the leaves stop producing food, chlorophyll is broken down, changing leaves from green to golden. This family of wild boar are making the most of the new season. They're feasting on a fresh windfall of nuts. Wild boar have incredibly poor eyesight, but their long, straight snouts enable them to have a remarkable sense of smell, which helps when searching out food. This female has become separated from the group. And with her focus on her belly, this boar unwittingly places herself in grave danger. The forest is a perilous place for a lone boar, especially when night falls. In Siberia's taiga forests, a wild boar is in grave danger. She may be a formidable opponent and can inflict serious injury. But some hunters are willing to take a risk. This hungry pack of wolves are too desperate for meat to be deterred. Spurred on by hunger, they can outrun a boar. The boar is overwhelmed. The gray wolf is a boar's main predator, and over the course of a year, an average wolf pack can kill between 50 and 80 wild boar. Without snow to slow down their prey, spring and summer are the leanest months for wolves. But as the seasons change, they will once again gain the upper hand. These wolves will hunt throughout the winter, leaving their prey on high alert. On the tundra, there's a final flurry of activity. The female reindeer are coming into season. The bulls' bodies are also changing. Their necks swell, they lose the velvet from their antlers. They are now at their heaviest and are primed for battle. Their mission? To win the right to father next year's offspring. For the coming weeks, this bull's sole purpose will be to control his harem and keep other bulls at bay. It's a full-time job. He will have no time to eat. His condition will deteriorate, losing up to 25% of his body weight as he battles to stay on top. Once again, winter sweeps through Siberia, bringing darkness and cold. To avoid facing starvation, reindeer follow their natural instincts and return to their winter pastures, the lowland taiga forest. As the mating season draws to a close, battles between males are a last show of strength before shedding their antlers, preserving precious energy resources. The reindeers must adapt for the cold in order to survive. Their hooves shrink and harden, providing traction over the ice and enabling them to dig down to access their food. From now until spring, they will forage exclusively on lichen, under as much as 5 feet of snow. Scratching out a meager existence, the reindeer must continue to forge onwards, remaining vigilant at all times. Wolves are never far away. Russia's land of ice and snow. One of the last great wildernesses on the planet. From the still white frozen tundra in the north to the harsh, unforgiving taiga and treeless grass steppe in the south. Siberia's nature is pushed to its ultimate limits. Only the hardiest survive. Here, animals must adapt or die. Summer offers short-lived respite. Ice and snow soon return to reclaim Siberia's frozen land, where animals live at the edge of extremes in Russia's wild frontier.